What you got there? Oh, pie. It's Friday. Welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who've stumbled across me and it's your first time, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then have a look at the coffee page. You might like that. You don't have to always pay to look at the content on there. There is some stuff that you can breeze through, and you can communicate with me on there as well. It's a bit like Facebook, I suppose, but a bit more serious. So what have we got this week? Well, I'm making some lemonade. The bike is still causing me problems with the leaking radiator. In fact, you can see, let's go and have a look. I painted that case this morning because this stuff won't come off the crankcases, so I have to scuff it up with a scotch pad and then recover it with some new heat treatment paint. It's difficult enough to get off the shiny surfaces, but yeah, it's losing probably a third of a litre every time I go to Agostoli, which is about 25 minutes. But of course the weather's warming up now, so that's only going to get worse. So it looks beautiful where you are, Roger, I hear you say. Yes, yes it is. I've just been to see one of the viewers, Jackie, who is thinking of moving to Pescado. She thought she'd try my recommendation and a few other people. She'd try Agostoli. Got a beautiful apartment. I should have videoed it really. It's something like out of a movie set. But yeah, anyway, overlooking the bay and the port. So yeah, she's off to Pescado tomorrow and invited me up there for lunch. Now, normally I would have done a meet the viewers, but yeah, if I can hire a car I might go, but we'll see. Anyway, where am I today? Well, I've just left Agostoli. I'm on my way to Beer Grills and the Terminator, Wilson Catering, because it's Friday Club. So we're going up there. This is the beach at the end of the airport, the end of the runway. Got a little shower there for when you've been swimming. It's usually a lot calmer than this, and as you can see, it's very, very sandy. There's lots of tavernas up there. Sfarinata is where we're at. You can see Zakynthos in the background there, because the mountain's in that direction. So yeah, if you were wondering what Sfarinata was like, this is just one of the beaches. If you go that way well, you can walk it in about 10 minutes. Then you've got the harbour that I videoed. And if you go round the road in that direction and round the left-hand side of the airport, there's at least 3 more beaches, and they are superb. And of course, the airport's not really that busy, so you don't notice the planes. So yeah, another little top tip from the Rudge. Good day out if you want to fancy somewhere different. As you can see, nice and sandy. So let's get on with the video. What you got there? Oh, pie.
Oh no, you don't do it. Pie.
It's Beer Grills' fault. I'm not talking about him, he's my bigger brother. So what's that then?
Oh, we're not talking about that because it's nothing to do with you.
Buttery, milky.
Buttery, milky, beautiful bread buns.
Is that something to do with you?
Yeah. Well, my name is Blake.
We're trying to get a picture of Rudge's expanding waistband, but it won't fit.
Oh yeah, I got it. No, bro.
Oh, come on.
So that's Friday Night Club. If you think you're missing out, you're not missing anything, I can tell you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, got them all.
Yeah, see, they put the pictures, I did them on the wall.
Oh, very good they are too. That's a bit iffy, but that one looks like it.
However, hang on.
Looks like Rod.
Hang on. See, my older brother, as we call him on the island, he's a bit of an artist as well.
Yes, he's artist.
He drinks a lot. There. Let's get that reflection out of the way. Now, I know a lot of you that watch the channel will know where these two places are, so leave it in the comments.
And you can order them whenever you know.
Yeah. If you want one,
Yeah.
see me on my coffee page,
can
and
order
I'll
'em.
put you in touch with him.
Yeah. And, no, you can order them. We do.
Permissions are available.
However, the pie is just for me and Paul.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to start Friday Night Club.
Hey.
We do have individual pies available for raffle.
Kefalonia's got talent.
Like to be beside the seaside. Yes, we do. Oh, we do like to be beside the sea. Oh, we do. Have a banana.
You'll have a pie every.
Ooh. Ah. So, what do you do when you're given lemons? You make lemonade. Yeah, as I said in the previous video, my neighbour Makis brought a huge bag of lemons. So, today we're going to make some lemonade. One of the people who visited the coffee page on PayPal suggested that I did, being as the black pearl is not too good and I can't go very far on it, maybe do some Greek cooking. Well, it don't come much more Greek than Greek lemons off a Greek lemon tree making lemonade. Yeah, that's right, that's what we're going to do today. So you're going to need some fresh lemons. You're going to need some sugar, or you can use honey, although I've got some honey that my neighbour, his son makes, and I thought it'd be a bit of a waste to use that. I like it on my bread and on my fruit, so I'm using sugar today. So yeah, you'll need sugar, honey and some water. And because we're in Kefalonia, I'm using bottled water because there's a lot of lime in the water here. So we best crack on, hadn't we? Okay, so we've got the washed lemons. Not quite sure how many I'm going to need yet, but I need a cup full of lemon juice. So what you need to do first is roll your lemon. Oh, Mrs. Roll your lemons. No, it's not a euphemism. It just makes them easier to juice, that's all. There you go, that's that one. Be quite firm with them. The smell of these is amazing. Now, I've washed these thoroughly, as I just said, although they are off a local tree, organic. So, there you go. Now, I'm going to need a bowl for this. So, what we're going to do, we're going to just skim them. Oh, the smell of these is something else. Don't have to be too accurate with this, just what we need is the oils out of the lemon zest. Right, so take a bowl and you want to put two cups of sugar in. Like I said, you want equal amounts of everything. So 2 cups of sugar in there, and you just simply place the lemon skin in there like that. Get a fork, make sure that the sugar is coating all the lemon skins. So that's that one. So now we'll right, so we're going to cover that up and put it in the fridge. Little tip, Janice Wilson, aka the Terminator from Wilson Catering, gave me this trick. Shower cap, boom. And I'll put that in the fridge and that will sit overnight. Now, the other recipe is this. I need 2 cups of sugar, and we'll use the lemons we've just got. Get your favourite juicer. And now I've cut up, as you can see, the lemons. Now this is a contraption I haven't used before, but we'll give it a go. Actually, it works very well. We need a cup, or 2 cups actually, of lemon juice, because equal amounts of everything. It smells very lemony. My home is going to smell so nice after all this. I can tell you that for nothing. So there you go, 2 cups of lemon juice. Okay, so the other way of doing this recipe, just get rid of the lemon, is to have 2 cups of lemon juice, 2 cups of sugar, and you first of all boil some water. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to add the sugar to the water to make a syrup, and then let it cool down, and then you add your lemon juice. So we'll do that. Okay, so we've got some fresh boiled water, 2 cups full. Okay, and what you want to do there is just take it off the stove and pour 2 cups of sugar into, so we've got 2 cups of water and we're putting 2 cups of sugar in. Put it back on the heat for a minute, and you want to keep stirring this. We're going to make a syrup now. Turn the heat down, otherwise we'll end up with toffee. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just lifting it off the heat. And what you want to do now, what we're trying to achieve here, is it will be pretty much clear, and that means that the water has dissolved all the sugar. We've made a syrup. Doesn't take long. There you go. I don't know whether you can see that, but there you go. It just looks like water now. So what you need to do now is let that cool down. So yeah, we'll let that cool down, and then you can add your 2 cups of lemon juice. Right, so what you do is you through the strainer, as I said, if you don't like the pulp, I don't mind the pulp actually, I quite like it. But yeah, through the strainer you strain the 2 cups of lemon juice. There you go, that's one. As you can see, it takes a little time when you strain it, but if you don't like the pulp, then it's well worth doing. I actually think it's better with the pulp because it shows that you've made it yourself. Anyway, there we go, we put the lemon juice in. I'll give it a quick stir. And what we have here now is a concentrate. I don't think you'd want to drink that, it'd be very strong. So you can either freeze it or put it in the fridge, or do what I'm going to do and put it in a pitcher and add some fresh water, and you've got lemonade. Voila! So there you go, lemonade. I've put half of the syrup in and half fresh water. You could add sparkling water if you wanted to, but that'll go with ice, and I think that'll be a treat when it warms up a bit. Like I say, you can freeze the syrup, which is probably what I'll do with the next batch for later in the year. Okay, it's a brand new morning, and I've took the the sugar with the lemon zest or skin, whatever you want to peel, whatever you want to call it, out the fridge, and that's what it looks like. As you can see, the oils out the lemon skin, I'm going to call it, started to soak into the sugar, which is what we were after. I'm just boiling a pan of fresh clean water up. I say fresh and clean because we get a lot of lime in the tap water here. It's alright to drink, but I've been using bottled water to make the lemonade with. In the fridge last night I bottled up the one I made yesterday with the conventional method of just using sugar and water as a syrup. So now we're going to make a sugar and water syrup like we did yesterday, but with the lemon peel in it, and see how that one comes out. So there we go, water's boiling. We'll just wait for that. I've just turned the heat off. You don't want it actually boiling, do you, really? So right, I'm just going to put everything in here now. The smell of this is just, as I said yesterday, yesterday's smells were something else. You want to make sure you get all that good stuff out of there. There we go. Right. And as before, you just want to stir that. I've turned the heat off on here so I can put it back on there now. There we go. And as before, you want it to go clear. Oh, I think that's just about gone clear. So now we can get the lemon peel out. I wouldn't normally put that on the stove, it's just so that you can see what I'm doing. Get all that good stuff out of there. And there you go. Now that's gone yellow because it's got obviously got the oils out of the lemon zest in it. Pour that back in there for a minute, just so I can make sure that it's absolutely dissolved, but I'm pretty certain it has. So there you go, that's your concentrate, and now all I've got to do is add some equal quantities of lemon juice, which would be 2 mugs, which is what made that up, and then put it into a pitcher like we've got here, and add water to it to taste, because it's a concentrate, obviously. So there you go, homemade lemonade. Have a go yourself and leave in the comments below what you think of it. Personally, I think there's an awful lot of sugar in that. I'd like to find a way around that. There are alternatives, like I say, you can use honey, and there are other things you can use, but I think it'll probably lose the natural taste of it. I may try the honey one at some point. Anyway, there you go, homemade lemonade. Well, out the two, I think I prefer the one with the lemon peel in the sugar overnight. It's got a bit more bite to it. The other one tastes very sugary. They both had the same amount of sugar, before I have any comments on that. Both had the same amount of sugar, so it's the same syrup that I'm using. It's just that the one with the lemon peel in takes the oils out the lemon peel and makes it a bit more lemony, supposedly, if that's even a word, lemony. Anyway, have a go yourselves and leave in the comments what you think. They have to be fresh lemons, don't use any of this juice stuff, apparently that makes a terrible lemonade. So yeah, fresh lemons and sugar and stuff. I haven't tried the honey one yet, but it does seem a bit of a waste of really nice honey. Maybe I'll try that later in the year. So there you go, lemonade. Homemade lemonade. It smells amazing. How many times did I say that? Anyway, if you've got this far through the video, you might as well hang about, because now I'm actually going to go somewhere. Anyway, yes, I didn't go far this week, or last week now, because the bike's not very well, as I said in past videos. I'm waiting for parts to come from the UK. They should be here the end of the month, so I'm going to hire a car while the bucket's here, so that will get me through a couple of weeks. And the weather's been a bit... it hasn't been very good, to be honest. For April, it's appalling. It's quite warm today, but it's just been raining and blowing a hooligan about to take the tables and stuff in. So yeah, the castle is just up the road from me. So me being me and losing all concept of reality, thought, I'll go to the castle and I'll film that. The viewers will love that. Yeah, it was May Day and the castle was shut. Now, they used to, historically, the castle was just open, you could wander around and that was that. But I think nowadays that you have to go to the ticket office and go in. I don't know whether you have to pay or not. That will be in another video. So I filmed around that area. I saw my mum who runs Castro's Cafe. I highly recommend that place for lunch. Fantastic stuff they do up there, really good. And you get a nice view from up there as well. So I wandered round the village and then wandered down to where the posh holiday lets are. So let's have a look at that, shall we? Right, so here we are, up at the castle. We'll have a little wander down. As you can see, there's quite a few little tavernas, restaurants, cafe bars, whatever you want to call them. And during the season, a few gift shops along there as well. But of course, the season hasn't really started yet. It is 1st of May, but I think things are starting to open up now. Let's hope the castle's open. Used to be able to drive up here, but they've stopped that now. That was nice just seeing my friend who actually runs this. If you're walking, it is quite steep, so take your time. But there you go, it's not open yet. But I highly recommend that place. I've been going there a number of years now. So something I didn't think about, of course it's May the 1st, bank holiday. So the castle is closed. But we'll have a look at the views. Which are pretty good. So that in the distance there is the Kinthos. And over there you can just about make out the mainland. So although it's a bit overcast today, you can see quite a distance. Something I didn't know, and I'll go into in more detail when I do come back and video it, that this was the capital at once upon a time, which makes sense because you can see most points of the island from here. Anyway, that's the first fail for my YouTube channel. So we won't be filming the castle today. So let's get on the bike and see what else we can find. So now I've actually walked up here, I'm looking forward to going in there for a baguette and fruit juice. It's one of the bucket's favourite places. Lovely little village though. I think you will agree. Here's the castle. I've now come all the way down to the other road that you can exit out of. That eventually takes you down to the main road that goes, if you turn right you end up in the Ribolla factory. If you turn left it takes you out onto the main road that takes you to Augustoli. If you turn right there, that is. And there is the famous olive lounge where the lovely Leanna plies her trade. So I thought we'd have a bit of a walk down there, something I haven't done for... I probably haven't walked down there for 15 years, maybe 20. Just something I don't do. The views are very nice from here as well. And roses. I have to admit I do like a rose. Imagine living up here. Mind you, I would imagine it gets very windy in the winter. Ah, there you go, a little walk around the castle area. Now, there was a bell on there, but I think several earthquakes have made it unsafe, so I've took it down. Ah, and there it is, look. Now, getting back on the subject of the bike, which I know you're probably all bored of now. When it leaks its coolant, I can smell the antifreeze. But I've become a bit paranoid about it now. And there is a plant on the island, or must be a plant of some sort. It smells exactly the same as antifreeze. I've just smelt it down there. There you go. So I've just come down, the olive lounge is around the corner there, the church we've just seen is there. This place here, which has lovely views if you like mountains. There's that smell of antifreeze again. Maybe it's on me. Eau de la antifreeze. I'll be doing them posh adverts, won't I, for colognes and things. I don't think so. Anyway, look at that stunning building. Now I nearly rented the lower apartment. I think there's two. But yeah, I nearly rented the lower apartment last year, I think it was. The guy lives in Athens, but I think he's got to an age now where he doesn't want to keep two properties going, so he's put it up for sale. With in the area is George, who's a friend of mine, really nice chap, very professional, will show you around and give you all the ins and outs and the legalities of stuff like that. If you're interested in the property, I'll give him a ring. Or Marion at Mantus, who obviously, going by the name, is of British origin. Marion will help you out as well, but I don't think it's on their books, that one. It has got stunning views though. And of course, you're just slightly out the way, you've got the tavernas round the back there, Olive Lounge, and then you've got my friend's place, the Castro Cafe up at the castle. So you've got things you can do, but they're tucked out the way. And then of course, down in the distance there, you've got Augustoli, Lidl's and all your supermarkets and stuff. And I think there's a little settlement down the back here. I've never actually been down there. Maybe I'll go down and we'll have a look, see what's going on. So yeah, bit overcast today. We've got rain coming in this week. Quite unusual for April. It's usually, the weather's usually much nicer than this. So that's why this video isn't up to my usual standards, I'm afraid. There's no sunshine and no beaches, because I didn't want to go, two reasons. I didn't want to go far because the bike's leaking water, as we know. You're all probably bored with that now. And second reason was I don't like getting wet. And I only have the bike at the moment, so yeah, I thought I'd just venture out. I'm probably 10 minutes away from home. As you can see, it's not getting any better, is it? That was clean this morning. Another nice little property. Very nice, that. Very well kept. So yeah, we've just dropped down off the road that I was just filming those villas, houses, whatever you want to call them, to the church. If you're into your architecture, well worth a look. I'm wondering whether it got flattened in the earthquake of '53. I might have to look that up, or maybe you will and leave it in the comments for me. Gate there. It's well shored up, isn't it? If you can't read that, somebody's sprayed on there. For all these times you said we will go for a walk, but you never came. Put some arrows and things. So there you go. If you were wondering, if you've ever come out of Liana's, having had a lovely meal and caught up with your friends on holiday or whatever, and you've looked down on this and thought, I wonder what that is. Well, there you go. That bell tower. I think the props might need replacing soon. I don't think they're going to cope with another earthquake. Right, so we've dropped down even further now off that road. We're behind the church now, and I've just come across this place. Castro Pool Villa, Kefalonian luxury villas, if you want to look them up. But look at that place. Got the regulation barbecue, which you can't use towards the middle of May. After that, that's it till the end of the year. But they've all got them. Even I have one. It's got a pool, balcony to look at the views, which are pretty fantastic. Can't quite make out Augustoli. That's good for some people. I often wondered what was down here. Luxury villas, that's what's down here. Oh, to have the money to be able to go and stay in one of those, eh? They certainly don't want people getting in, do they, looking at the fencing they've put up. So there we are, we're back out on the road again now. But I thought I'd stop and film these luxury apartments. I mean, they are pretty spectacular. There's a few of them. There's another one down there, look. All the same sort of brick built stone built, sorry, with swimming pools, private patios. There's a big mast there. I don't know whether that's for the satellite or probably for the Wi-Fi these days, I would think. I bet they're pretty lovely. There's another one down there, look. I mean, it's all very nice, and I suppose if you're a multi-millionaire and want a retreat to go to that's very private, then all well and good, but I don't think it's for me. Another building that must have come down in the earthquake of '53. And there is the love of my life, the Black Pearl. Must be the cleanest bike in Greece. Yes, I got back from the castle. It was covered in the white sealant. Well, I've learnt that if you don't get it off straight away, it's a bit of a pain. It builds up like concrete. Anyway, she's nice and clean again, so that's the upside to all this. The bike stays clean. Incidentally, I don't think I've ever had an area this big to work on with vehicles. Anyway, that's the bike clean. So, as you can see, the garden's looking okay. Got a few things I'd like to do. Plant some roses for one thing. Got a little bit of trimming to do now I know where everything is. I think it was just a case of, I'm not really a gardener anyway, it was a case of finding what things were growing and what were dead. There's a lot of dead wood in that, so that'll get cut out as we go along. And then it's just a case of trimming it so it's neat and tidy. As you can see, it's lovely sunny weather again. Yeah, I've got another few days of this yet, and then hopefully the sun will come out. So today's project, before I start editing this video, is going to be this bit of patio here. Those of you who have been watching this will know that the rest of the patio is like this. The balcony, whatever you want to call it. There you go, that's the bit I've done. Now I've got to do along here. And Makis has said he's going to give me a hand to rotivate the garden so I can put some veg in if I get time, because as I say, I'm out and about quite a lot these days. So I better crack on and get this video edited for you. No barbecues from today. That's the other thing I've just been told by Makis. If they see any smoke, they come down and they fine you. So that's the end of that. Got a lovely barbecue and I'm not going to be able to use it. For those of you who visited the coffee page this week, thank you for popping by, and for those of you who visited the PayPal side, thank you ever so much. I don't know what to say about that really, but thank you. It does make a big difference. Right, so next week hopefully the weather will be better, and then we'll be into summer. We had a bit of a false start. We had some sunshine for a few days and we all thought, that's it, we're off to the races, but no, not really. I do feel sorry for the people who've come out for an early holiday, because this time of year it's usually starting to get quite warm. As the bucket will vouch for, she'll be out here in the next week or so, I think, actually. She's certainly out for my birthday anyway, on the 14th. So, thanks for watching. Hit like, share and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride, and I'll see you all next week, and I'll see some of you on the coffee page. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.
What are you doing, Andy?
Fucking it up, Jenny.